Hello and welcome back to God Winging It with Roger Klang. That's me. And today I'm going to talk about Nicolas Maduro and Russia and other things, Iran, for example. Well, so finally it happened. I think we can say that the United States is officially now a banana republic since a president, probably without the Congress approving it, went to war against another country. And as we all know, Congress needs to approve wars. They are the only ones that can start a war. But I think that Donald Trump started it by himself, all by himself. But even if he didn't, he's they made an overstep. I mean, they claim that Venezuela is a narco-terrorist state. It's not about narcotics. It never has been. And a senator, I don't remember who, in America, said that if we only could say that, if Trump only could say that we are aggressors, we want to topple Nicolas Maduro, he would support it wholeheartedly. And that would be it. But it's not still about toppling Maduro. It's about oil, of course, as always. And well, I think that what's happening is precedent. I mean, we're watching the United States turning into a banana republic. And Trump also said now that even before that Iran must be nipped in the bud before they can do anything more. When he talked with Netanyahu, when Netanyahu was in Florida recently, they decided that Iran was still being a threat. And now he said that we may have to do something about Iran because Iran is stamping down on protesters, and that it would be the protesters they care about in the United States that Trump cares about. Trump doesn't care about the protesters. Again, it's all about the oil. You know that China is the main business deal maker in the Persian Gulf, with practically all the countries in the Persian Gulf except for Bahrain, where United States perhaps is higher up because they buy a lot of air fuel from kerosene from Bahrain, which doesn't have any oil of their own. They refine the oil from their neighboring states into kerosene for aircrafts. But otherwise, it's China that's the main business deal maker in the Persian Gulf. They make the most business in the Persian Gulf by far. The United States is far behind, far behind. Maybe not even on the list in some countries of the five most important import or export countries. So it's about the oil. Not that they want to steal the Iranian oil per se, but that they want to topple Iran's government or coerce Iran into becoming submissive, so that they can create an atmosphere in the Persian Gulf where they can dominate the Persian Gulf countries and keeping China at arm's bay, arm's length. And That's it. It's about the oil. And what's happening now in the Baltic Sea is that Russia is cutting with their boats. It was some sort of cargo boat that cut the cables between Finland, some cable between Finland and the Baltic states, Estonia, in the Finnish Gulf, the Gulf of Finland. And they cut also cables between Sweden and the Baltic states, some of the Baltic states. And this happened. This has happened before. This have happened before, or has happened before. But now it's more like ramping up procedure. They, I think, and also, let me see here. In Dnipropetrovsk, the and in where Zaporizhia, in eastern, more eastern part of Ukraine, they are. Let's see here. They are pulling back families with children, forcefully, or I mean, their own population, the Ukrainian population, and also in Chernihiv, to the north, not far from Kiev, in close to the Belarus border, where Russia presumably would put in forces, set in forces to start another front line, or so invade Kiev, maybe do the same thing that the United States did with Maduro against Zelensky, because I think that what we're seeing is a Russia that's preparing for a broadened war, perhaps both against Ukraine and the Baltic states, because of these actions committed by Ukraine and Russia right now. It's a sign. It's not a proof, but it implies that something is happening, and the Ukrainians know what's happening in and around Ukraine. And I don't know if the Baltic states are aware of, but I think they are, because they are the one getting isolated from the cables cut by the Russian boats, the ships. It's internet cables, all of them, I guess. Yes, I think so. It has been in the past. So it's going to be interesting, but also terrifying to watch what is going to happen in the Nordic states, along the borders of the Nordic states and Baltic states, as it's called, Baltic states, and in Ukraine. I'm not sure Russia realizes it, but they are not in the position. But I heard that they were threatening the West with nuclear weapons if they sent missiles towards Moscow or Russia, or anywhere in Russia. Recently, also very recently, and now this is happening. So, but they can go fuck themselves. Putin is a bitch, a fucking bitch. He can just go fuck himself. I can't find words to describe that so-called gentleman. he's a he's he's Antichrist for sure, and Putin is also an Antichrist. I mean, Putin is an Antichrist, but Trump is also an Antichrist of another type. And I think we can read about this. It's happened before with the Roman Empire and in the days, because it says so in the book of Revelation in the Bible. It's a real cause and effect scenario that happened 1,000 years ago or something. And I don't like what I mean, I can interpret the book of Revelation, and I can see that what's in there can be conveyed into the present situation in Europe and America and Russia and Ukraine and everywhere. I think that it tells about something that happened. The Book of Revelation. I don't believe in it as a godly book in any way, but it certainly describes incidents that happened, a scenario that happened. And that's it for today. Thank you from God Winging It and Roger Klang, Roger Michael Klang. That's me.